Hi there. How would you like to create your very own sales video with Video Maker FX? In this video tutorial, let's start with how to add slides in Video Maker FX. First, you will need to launch Video Maker FX by login with the same username and password you used to log in. Next, create a new project and then name your project name. Click on Add Slides button. You can see a sample of the different type of slide themes available. As you can see, I am selecting the character slide 1 theme. So, once you select a slide theme, click on Add Slide, it gets added to your video timeline. Here is how the character slide 1 theme looks. Next, click on Audio Settings present on the top, which brings you the necessary controls required. It will pop out an audio settings window. There are two different tracks. One is music and another is voiceover. Make sure to enable music track and voice track so you can edit the setting. You can add the default tracks provided into music track. There are varieties of music in the folder. You can choose whatever song you like and press play button to listen. You can adjust the audio volume or you can add your own voiceover to the videos. After you choose, press Apply button. Go to Preview Project and preview it. After you add the slide into your video timeline, you need to click on the slide that you want to edit the animation. So, I'm going to choose slide 1 to edit the animation. Once you selected the slide you want, just go to the right panel and select the animation button just to the right of the shade button. Animation 1 is the animated background effect. Just a few clicks, you can have an animated background effect applied in your slide instantly. And animation 2 is called to action arrows. You can choose the arrows you like to apply in your slide as well. Now that you have added audios into your video, let's start rendering the video. Once everything is properly aligned, click on Export Project to create the output of your project slides. There are lots of video sizes here. I'm going to choose the maximum size, which is 720 HD format. You can select the quality according to your requirement, but I recommend choosing very good or excellent instead of rendering perfect quality video because it could potentially cause Video Maker FX to crash or hang. Save into the location you want and name your project name. The final video will be created in MP4 format. Click on Start Video Export to export your video. And that's it. You have successfully created your sales video. Hi, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to install and set up WordPress. The first thing you want to do is go to wordpress.org/download and then download the latest version of WordPress, which is in a zip file. Once your download is complete, you need to right-click and extract the content of the zip file into your computer. After that, what you need to do is open your FTP program and make sure you have logged in. If your account is new, you won't see anything inside here. But what I'm showing you right now is an existing account with WordPress in it already. Assuming there's nothing inside, you want to select the entire content here and just drag it in. Once the content is uploaded, content of your hosting account should look something like this. But I'm not going to upload everything here yet because it will take some time depending on your internet connection. However, we are still not done yet. The next thing you need to do is go to the control panel of your hosting account to create a database. So, once you have logged into your hosting account, go to the control panel, look for database and MySQL databases. Click on it. I suggest you set this up while your file is being uploaded to your hosting account. Eventually, you will land on a page look like this. Again, I'm taking you through an account that is already existed. But for the purpose of demonstration, I am just going to create a test database right now. So, I'm just going to call this as test and click Create Database. And once it is done, click Go Back. Next, what you need to do is scroll down and add a new user. I am just going to call it test again. I am going to make a password right now. Then click Create User, and once it is done, click Go Back. Please take note of the database username and password. These details are very important in the while. The next thing that you need to do is add a user to the database. Make sure that the user corresponds with the right database if you have more than one user. Next, click Add. And then on this page, click All Privileges, click Make Changes, and you are done. Please take note of your database's name and username, because the next thing you need to do is go back to the file you are going to upload and look for this file in particular, wp-config-sample. Rename into wp-config. So just remove the -sample. Now I suggest you to open this in either your notepad or your favorite HTML editor. In this case, I am using Dreamweaver. You want to see the codes here. Personally, I advise you to use a HTML editor so you can easily see the codes. Now, you don't have to worry about everything here. Just focus on these three particular fields: the database name here, username here, and password here. We want to change the database name by copying this and paste it at here. Now, this is my example of course. For a hosting account, the name is going to be different, so that is fine. My SQL database username, I'm going to use this one, since it is the same example. For the password, I am going to type in the password that I have used just now, which is test1234. Of course, for security reason, I would suggest you to come up with a more complex password that isn't easy to guess or hack. Now, leave all the details intact. Save it and be sure to upload this to your hosting account by dragging this file into your FTP. I am not going to do this because, as I said, this is an existing account with WordPress on it. Now, if you do this right, the next thing you need to do is go to your website at /wp-admin/install.php. If you have done all this correctly, you will arrive at this page which tells you the process is about to begin. You can type in your site title, your username and password of your choice, your email, and an optional privacy setting. If you are not sure what to do with this, you can leave it as it is. Next, click on Install WordPress. Finally, you are done. Your details will be forwarded to the email you have just keyed in. Now, are you ready to set up WordPress? You can get the whole setup easily done in just a few minutes, even though it is done in a manual way. Thanks for watching. Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate on how to create your very own cover using Cover Genie Pro. Without further ado, let's get started. First and foremost, log into your Cover Genie Pro account. On your dashboard, click on Create New Project. And then, you'll get to choose whether to start a blank template or design template. In this case, I'm going to choose a design template. As you can see, in this page, you get to choose which type of cover that you desire. You can choose from box covers to realistic mock-ups. I will go with book cover as an example. Select your preferred cover type and then click on Next Step to continue further. Next, choose your preferred design for your cover. You can navigate from page to page to check out the design. Pick the one that suits your product the most and then go to the next step. On this page, enter your project title and you can start editing your cover. First, click on the text button on the left-hand side to edit and insert the text of your choice. You can type in or omit the original text from the template. If you are not satisfied with the cover images, you can search for better stock photos to put in. Go ahead and click on the image button just below the text on your left-hand side to do your editing. A pop-up box will appear on the right side of the page. This is where you can choose your image option, whether to upload a new file or choose new image from your media library. Next, let's move on to the background color. If the original background is not appealing, you can change it to match your preference. With Cover Genie Pro, you can change the color and the background to images to suit your choice. All you need to do is just select, drag and drop. It is just that simple. Furthermore, you will notice that there is an Elements button down below the background. You can choose to insert various types of clip arts from people to web. Besides that, Cover Genie Pro provides you the opportunity to reach out a wide diversity into your market. After you have done all your editing, click on the Export button to preview your cover. From here, you can choose to download your cover to your computer in PNG format or just simply click on Save and Close to go back to your dashboard. Once you have clicked Save and Close the button, your cover will appear on the dashboard together with your project title. And there you have it. Now you can start creating your very own cover with Cover Genie Pro with ease. Thanks for watching.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your landing page. Now, the next thing for you to notice is that there are two folders here called HTML and OP 2.0, which again, it stands for Optimized Press 2.0. So if you are an Optimized Press 2.0 user like myself, then I think this should be something that you will definitely know, alright? So really quick though, let me just talk about HTML really quick. Now, admittedly, I can't really show you the full thing here because I don't have a up-to-date HTML editor. It's been a long time since I last used one, to be honest with you. Alright, so I know that there are a few types of HTML editors out there. I think the more prominent ones will probably be Dreamweaver, alright, Adobe Dreamweaver. If you use that, then you can edit any of these HTML pages right now. And the most important thing is that you want to add in your opt-in form, okay? So there are two files here. One is LP and DP. So all the packages are named that way. LP means landing page and DP stands for download page, alright? So if you're using HTML and this is the main folder, you will definitely want to rename it to something like index perhaps. And as for the download page, you will want to rename it to something not so easy to guess. Maybe, I'm just making this up by the way, download 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so of course don't follow this, okay? I'm just making this up right now, alright? And assets is basically where all the images are, okay? So if you are using HTML builder like Dreamweaver, then these are the pages of interest that you would like to edit. There are only two pages, very simple and quite straight to the point. This being the landing page itself, and this is the download page. Now, what I can afford to explain in greater detail is the OP 2.0, which is Optimized Press. And I've been using Optimized Press for quite some time. It's really a fantastic builder, page builder. And with Optimized Press, these are a lot easier to edit. So if you're using Optimized Press like me, then good for you, okay? Again, LP stands for landing page and DP stands for download page. So what you want to do is in your WordPress build site, if you already installed Optimized Press, then on the left here, there's this thing called Create New Page, and you'll be seeing a page like this right now. Click on Browse, and you'll definitely want to add in the Optimized Press pages. Select the whole thing, click Open, and click Install Now. And once you're done with that, then you'll see that they are ready, available here. So again, the descriptions are pretty obvious. There's a landing page and there's a download page. So let's start off with the landing page here. Okay, click on Use Template, and let's just give it a name, all right? Maybe you can just call it landing page, all right? If you would like to do it just that, or main page. It's totally up to you, all right? Give it a name, click Create Page, and you will see this, all right? So the page is already done for you, and you can see it's pretty much quite well done. You can edit any of the elements the way you want it, but of immediate interest is this opt-in form over here. So you want to click on it, and the first thing you want to do, very important, is add in your opt-in form codes over here. So whatever autoresponder you're using, whether it's Aweber, GetResponse, be sure to add in the raw HTML version here. So since I am a Aweber user, I'm going to just add mine just for the fun of it. So this is my Aweber account, and you have to, of course, make your own list and create your own sign-up form here. And once you're done, you want to click on Publish. And yes, I'll install my own form. And you notice that there are two types, JavaScript and raw. So select raw, copy the whole thing, and you'll want to paste the codes here. All right? Leave everything else be, click Insert, and you're done. You can use this page already. And on a final note for this, you will want to be sure to set the status of this page to published. So yes, if you go to all pages and you see that this is the only page that's status is just draft, which means only you as the admin can see it, but others can't. So click on quick edit, go to status and click published, click update, and the page is now visible. That's right. Okay. You can also do the same for the download page. There's nothing much to it really, and hope you've learned something new here. Alright, in this video I'm going to show you what you can do with the email series that you get in Zap Funnel. So you'll notice that in each of the landing page packages you get a default of 7 emails, although you'll be delighted to know that they are actually interchangeable. And if you bought the optional upgrade package, then you're going to get more emails that you can load into your autoresponder account. And the way I see it, that the more emails you can send out, the more money you can make basically. So let's just use this as an example again. You normally get the welcome email, and this is normally in text format because again, depending on what kind of autoresponder service you're using, the format might be different. However, this is basically quite simple that you can just copy the whole thing and paste it into your autoresponder account. So again, I'm an Aweber user, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually just put one real quick by copying the contents and editing it. So in your Aweber account, regardless of what list you have, normally if it's a new list, then you won't be seeing anything here. So go to messages, legacy follow-up series, and you'll be seeing this right now. Click on create a message, and I can either choose plain text message, although I personally would like drag and drop email builder. So yes, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to paste the whole thing here. And yeah, one of the annoying things about Aweber is that you have to manually space out the paragraphs. So we'll do just that real quick. And there you go. So ideally though, just to be sure, again, depending on what autoresponder service you're using, I want you to choose a personalization tag for this one. So hey, first name, welcome, and thanks for signing up. You can actually change, and I would suggest you edit and personalize the email further. Okay, so normally the welcome email is quite straightforward. Click here, download. This would be the link to your special report. You can either host it on your server or on Dropbox or Amazon S3. It's totally up to you. And this is where you want to link to the special report. Okay, and after that, in the coming emails, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not forget the subject line here. So basically, usually this is normally for welcome emails. You can just make it straightforward like, yep, there you go. Here is your report download. All right. So you can personalize the emails anyhow you want, and then click save and exit. But before that, I also want to show you some of the other emails that you would have gotten as well. So again, as a Zap Funnel package user, you will normally get 7 emails ready to go. So there's 3 here and 3 here as well, plus the welcome email 7. Okay. So if you're wondering about these products here, they already have the emails written for you. You just need to put in your JVZoo ID. But of course, please don't forget to request for your affiliate approval. And because there are numerous products, what I did was that I had already created a Excel sheet like this, which you must have downloaded by now in the download area, where I detail out the JV invite page and the link where you can get the affiliate request. So in the case of this product called Email JIT, which personally I promoted it, I made some good money out of it. So what I do here is I look for Email JIT, and yep, I copy the JVZoo link and request for approval here, which I had done this before. So for you, if this is your first time doing it, you see that there's an option for you to request your link over here. And once you're approved, you will get your affiliate link here. All right. So this is pretty much the case for all the emails on the products that we had. What I would say, we already selected out for you, picked it up for you, wrote the emails for you. You just put in your affiliate link, make sure it's approved on JVZoo, because JVZoo works on a manual approval basis, and they have a very good reason for doing that, which is to protect the vendors as well from fraud affiliates. But if you're not doing any of those kind of things, then I don't think you should have anything to worry about. Okay, so hopefully this helps. And by the way, one of the good news is that just because the email series are defined to their specific landing pages, you don't have to put it that way. You can actually mix and match around, and if you like to and you see it fit, you can even put them all into one autoresponder list and send out emails and have them sent out on a near daily basis if you would like to. Okay, so hope this helps, and Here's to making more money and to your marketing success.
Alright, so you have already installed Optimize Press 2.0. Well done. Before you set up, I'm going to show you some of the basic settings and configurations that you can do on your Optimize Press theme before you start. What you do is go to Optimize Press and go to the dashboard. So now you notice that there are options, and I'm going to go through them one by one. The first is header and logo setup. Now, if there's any logo that you'd like to add, you can click Select File. You can add your header and logo right here anytime you want. Alternatively, you can also upload a banner image, but that is totally up to you. The next thing I'm going to look at is the favicon setup. This is for you to have a custom icon that you can upload into your pages to make it appear into your browser. Next is site footer. Now, the default footer will appear as a copyright statement. So here, I recommend you change the name to the name of your website. If you like it to be timeless, I would recommend deleting the year and replacing it the copyright symbol. Next is SEO options. For this, you can turn this on or off. It is totally up to you. Next up, we have the Live Editor Autosave. I recommend turning this off because the more you edit your page, the more space it will take in your server. Next is the promotion settings. With this thing turned on, Optimize Press will sneak in their own address onto your pages. You do not want this, so I recommend you turn this off, unless you have a very special reason to do such a thing. Next up, I think we can skip custom CSS and go straight to typography. If you want to have a customized look of the text of your pages, you can change the fonts, sizes, and color here. It is worth mentioning that if you want to make your text stand out, you can change the size of the text on the Theme Text tab here. You can also do the same for H1, H2, and H3. Further down, I think you can ignore the other settings here, unless you're an advanced user and you know programming. But most of the time, you don't need to change any of these settings. So let's click Save Settings, and then Success, your settings have been updated. That message will appear here. Moving along, you can check with analytics and tracking, but this is more for advanced users. So I have set up multiple Optimize Press pages and have not used any of these settings at all. So I will leave this for the more curious to discover. So there you have it. These are the settings you need to configure before you start building pages. Next, I'm going to show you how to create a new page on Optimize Press. So to get started on Optimize Press, click on Create New Page. Then you will see that there's a list and a variety of templates you can choose from. There are many options that you can use, such as opt-in landing pages, thank you pages, sales pages, webinar pages, membership pages, and a lot more. So, for most cases, I really recommend that you use an existing template so that you can easily modify your pages and learn how Optimize Press actually works as a drag-and-drop solution to build mobile responsive pages. So, for example, I would like to create a landing page. So, it kind of makes sense for me to choose a landing page template. So, I'm going to pick my favorite here. So, let's say I'm going to use this template here to build out landing page. Click on the green button, use this template. Then, you will be prompted to name your page. This is also the same name that will appear at the top of your browser. So, let's call it the test page. If you notice, the page URL permalink will be automatically generated. However, you can choose to rename it to something else accordingly. So that decided it, let's click on Create Page. And excellent, the page has already been generated for you. You can see that this is pretty much drag and drop, and you can click and hold on the move button to move the rows around. However, before you continue, what you want to do is click on Save and Close. Then go to Pages, All Pages, and you'll notice that the page is still in draft mode. This is to say that this page is now viewable in the internet by anyone else other than you. So, to make sure the page video is visible, what you do is click on Quick Edit, select Status, click on Publish, then click Update. You will notice that this page is now viewable on the internet. Next, There are 4 settings I want to touch on briefly, which is layout settings, color scheme settings, typography settings, and page settings. The first setting is the layout settings. So there are a few options you can look at here. The first is the page thumbnail. This allows you to add a page thumbnail. You can upload your own or select from the gallery. Optimize Press has a selection of a few thumbnails, but I'm going to just select one here. And this will be set as your page thumbnail. Next, you can go to header settings where you can select your header styles. For example, this style which has a logo and also links alongside it. There's also a banner with navigation below it. This is the select menu for the navigation bar which you can use, and also the navigation font. There are options for the fonts you want to use. I will leave this as it is. The next setting I want to take a look at is the feature title. However, for most of us, we wouldn't need a feature title, so I'll leave it at that. The footer area is also optional. You can turn this on or off. In my case, I'll turn this off. You can also select the footer navigation here. Here is the navigation font style. Enable this option if you want an extra large footer, and if you want to put a disclaimer, you can put it here. If you are satisfied with the layout settings here, you can click Update Settings straight away. This page will refresh. Next up, I'm going to go to the color scheme settings. It has only one option, which is page color settings. There are 6 options here, but I'm going to focus on overall page color options. Here, you can upload a repeating background image, and you can select a file here, and also choose a background color for your page. This is the setting for your page hyperlink color. Every hyperlink on your page will have this color if you set it here. This is the normal color and this is the hover color. So let's say you want to change your hyperlink to a different color and the hover color to something else, you can do so here. If you are satisfied with the page color options, you can click Update. So if you notice, the link color that I have just set now reflects here. And if you hover over the link, you can see the color changing. Next is the typography settings. This is where all the font styles of your page will be dictated. Now, the 3 main fonts that I want to focus here are theme text, paragraph styles, and H1 and H2 heading styles. For others, unless you are building a very complex page, you wouldn't need to set them. One word of advice is you would want to streamline your page with only 1 or 2 font styles. This is because your page will look unattractive if you cram too much font styles in them. The 4th setting I want to go into is actually the page settings. There are 4 options here, and here is other scripts. Unless you're an advanced Optimize Press user, you will want to skip on this. Okay, now the 4 settings have been logged into, so there you have it. That is how you set layout, color scheme, typography, and page settings on Optimize Press 2.0. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to create and add new rows and elements on Optimize Press. What you are seeing here is a new page. So what you do is click on the Launch Now button under Live Editor and a new window will open. What I will focus on is this Add New Row button. So go ahead and click it, a window will pop up. As you can see, there are a variety of row styles you can choose from, such as simple layouts, complex layouts, and feature areas. So I'm going to focus on the simple layout, specifically the 1-column row. So highlight it and click on the button Insert into Page. Alright, so here's our new row placed on the page. There are 6 option buttons on each row. Next is adding elements into your page. What you do is click the Add Element button here and a window will pop up. You can add many elements into your page such as images, text, videos, buttons, and many more. For this purpose, I'm going to add an image. I'll go ahead and type image here and choose the 3rd option. In step 2, there are many image options you can choose from, but I'm going to choose the first one. Now we reach step 3. Here, there are also options to add an image, a large image, the custom width option, the image width, the caption, the link URL, the option to open a link in a new window, the image alignment, and the margins of the image. Alright, what I'm going to do is click Select File under Image. There are also options here, from computer, then drag and drop option, from URL where you can copy and paste the URL link of images here, and also from your own media library on Optimize Press. Go back to From Computer, click Select Files and choose an image as I do here, and click Open. It's loaded now, so here you can see the image and details. The title here which you can change, the alternate text, caption, description, the link URL of the image, I'm not going to touch all this and go ahead and click insert into post. It's now displayed here. So I'm going to scroll right down and click on insert. And there you have it. You have successfully added a new row and element to your page.